How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another part of Phoenix Wright. We last left off kind of like in a stump here, but I looked up a tiny guide, and actually I'm supposed to present this to her.
That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria.
Huh? It's from the cafeteria?
It's not? I remember seeing it there.
So this wasn't the cafeteria's... So this was the cafeteria's Pepper.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper.
Great. So we got a clue of being at the cafeteria, so let's go check that out. I should have gone here. Let's check out the cafeteria.
Something smells fantastic. So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria.
It smells so good in here. Those burgers look great.
She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy, meat, toasted buns, special sauce. They are the absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven.
I bet. I can tell by the smell.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. All right, Mo, let's talk. Oh, this is new.
Now that the ringmaster's gone, what are you going to do?
That's all I thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like he was adopted when he was younger? He calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be the half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Max?
He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue with his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo.
All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know... The tragedy? You know? What is he talking about? Get over it? Get over... What tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
You must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right?
Yes, that's it. You're right, girly. Dang. Correcto mundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? Yeah, no, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh? Must be the lion thing. All right, let's save here, because I'm sure it's the lion's death. So let's try to unlock that. It's like the only tragedy I can think of is the lion accident. Get over it? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on in the circus? Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers, let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I kinda got an idea what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? A lion. Take that! I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you? I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that Ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about. Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything? It's gotta be Acro. It must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please, tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Oh, sweet. Got my health bar back. Alright. It's just like you said, you know? The accident.
Did someone die?
No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? What? What would have been better? He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital, and that's all he is ever going to be able to do.
I see.
How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Shit, Acrobat.
Who is Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why'd he do that?
I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon?
You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin.
No way! That's impossible!
A smirking lying, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events?
Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus wouldn't have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Okay, so the murderer, the one who got killed 6 months ago, was Bat, not the lion. Well, the lion did also die, but... Whoa! You guys were so serious! What am I supposed to do? I had to tell you! All in this truthfulness has put me in the mood for some burgers. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka 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 shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo. Nice! What a wonderful sneeze!
Huh? You think so?
You sneezed with pepper and slipped on a banana peel. That's the basic of clownmanship. Girlie, you know you got to understand that.
Nick, I think I'll make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper.
Bat?
From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh?
Wait a minute. And who the one who would get jealous about that? Can you tell me more? When you really think about it, he really was a good guy. He truly liked Regina. He would try anything to get her attention.
He seems like a good guy.
Back then, Acro was always laughing.
But I guess that everything backstage at the circus isn't always rosy.
I see. It's harder than you think, making people laughing people laugh all the time. All right, let's show Regina this portrait. Now we know who the brother tried to. Oh, okay. Well, now I know who Acro tried to save, so let's go to him. What about you, Mr. Jealous Guy? Okay. Just stand there and be a ventriloquist. Back to Acroman. Alright, now Oh, Mr. Wright.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else?
We're back because Acro's hiding him why his legs were injured. He was hurt in an accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know now. That we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Alright, we know what you're on about. You tried to save your bro. Let's do this. I wonder what the third one is. Pepper? Probably about Regina. He suspects Regina, probably. About the wheelchair. Blah, 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 blah. Lion.
Take that!
Leon.
Ring!
And who did you try to save? Your fucking bro, baby!
Take that!
Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. I wonder what the last one... Mo, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That's where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still have broken Acro's last cycle lock. This must be the one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you are still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Regina?
Take that!
Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You got quite a set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught to command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Duh. Don't! Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. The note?
Take that!
This... Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board at the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Boom, baby, we did it!
Unlock successful!
Alright, Mr. Wheelchair Boy. My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago, my younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absorbed dare. If I can't put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you'd have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane! Did you know how dangerous that is?
We all thought it was being stupid too, but that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing, and that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out to the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chopped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up.
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Regina and Bat. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross, it's covered in blood.
Don't tell me there's... No, the lion was sneezing! That's what the grin was. Is it the pepper?
Gross, it's covered in blood.
This scarf. It was a present for Regina from my brother the day of the accident. I bet the lion was sneezing. That's why it had that weird grin on his face. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously.
Oh!
When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. That could have been a sneeze! I know, Mo said the same thing.
What do you think it all means?
I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Oh, it's the fucking bitch. Miss Von Karma, I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf.
But the scarf is evidence in the trial.
That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparation now, Acro.
Preparations?
I've served a summons to Acro to appear at the court tomorrow as witness. Acro will talk more about the at the prosecutor's office.
Acro, witness?
Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now. To be continued? All right, courtroom. Let's go. Bring it on, boys.
Good morning, Max.
Oh, yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Tea? Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina!
Oh, fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today.
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that?
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't. Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtains. I'll see you later today. I'm a member of the audience.
Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there.
Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick?
Top of the morning for to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Oh. Top of the morning to ya, governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attack in the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms like higher brain functions. Come on, play. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Oh my. Thanks. Why giving milk? So how are you today, right? Well, I got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
How are you going to do then? What are you going to do then, Nick?
I guess today I'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth.
You're right. But it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecutor is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Von Karma. You may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise his previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order! Order! I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation that the prosecution will present if need so arises. In fact, our detectives stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene, on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. Very well, please call your witness to the stand.
Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
Why are these birds with...
Name and occupation?
Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus.
Where were you at the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night. If you look at a map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. Huh? A room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window.
The night of the crime, the witnesses saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. Witness testimony! What I witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting on my bed. In my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from the outside the window. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
If that's the case, there's no very little to the prosecution need to add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice? Yeah, fuck that. Shut up with that. A man must note the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Marth Edgeworth did.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceeding? There's no way that actually happened.
Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Cross-examination.
Alright, I guess I'll just press on. Press.
You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct?
That's correct. But there is a safety light around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. Ouch!
The witness will proceed with his testimony.
Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window.
Your room is on the 3rd floor, right?
Yes.
And you said that you were resting in bed.
That is correct.
But you were still able to hear a sound from outside?
I was indeed.
I think Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now. Shit.
Oh, this is all I have? It was a thump. There's nothing wrong for now. What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor.
Once I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window.
Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure.
Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible.
You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as we were there with you that night.
I believe it's a human.
Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts.
That he was just flying up. I don't have the bust here. No, the bust is not here. I don't know what fact he's talking about. She's ready with that whip. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like.
The light in your room was turned off then, right?
That's true. I was going to bed after all.
So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window.
The safety light lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see that silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica.
The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy in his latest bit of testimony.
Oh, I need to find... Need to be careful. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
Oh yeah? When did you start thinking that the Yosawa wasn't a dream?
Objection!
That's not important!
Objection!
I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory.
Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Oh.
Objection!
Sustained.
Don't sustain that. Acro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick.
It was just after 10 p.m. when I was resting in my bed, but... according to this, he died at 10... Well, okay, that's after. Alright, that makes sense. I'm kind of stupid here, so... let's see here. Oh, shit! I should really remember the stuff. Okay. Okay, I press on this one. Because he said like he couldn't see because of the... he only saw it from the back, so he couldn't see the white roses. But he was sure it was him. But the other thing is, the hat was found at the crime scene. So how did he fly away with the hat? There's a contradiction. There's a huge contradiction. It was found at the hat, right? Yeah, found at the crime scene. Yes! Couldn't been there! There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
Objection!
If there's a contradiction, then prove it with your evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Oh, yeah. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of the contradiction?
Take that!
You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that?
What do you mean?
The silk hat.
What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window.
Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night.
That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat was found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. Order, order. As always, it seems like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury on the court today? Acro's the real... He has a grudge against Max, does he? He wasn't dreaming. I wouldn't say Acro's the real culprit. Then he would know about the hat thing. Oh, really? Well, according to this guide here, I have to say Acro is the real culprit. Is he faking his legs? Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's heart and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by the theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors in the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Birds. Birdie, birdie, He's calm enough for it to be almost be scary. He's staying rather calm and collected. Why is the bird poking me? Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things. See? Even a sliver of common sense makes it clear that the accusation is ridiculous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning to making a claim to counter this as well. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Of course he did. The monkey! It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it seems natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. The monkey! Not good, not good. This isn't going well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as you won't be able to stop it. It seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance will be the monkey? Please let it be the monkey. Ah, shit. It's wrong. The monkey. You don't say. Uh-oh, this is something very bad. Don't tell me you think you're getting off easy. No, I don't! Himself? Fuck. I'm kind of stuck here, guys. What do I do when I can't get out of this? Himself? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty. Alright, good. I got out of it. Of course he didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Mon Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Oh, of course. Order! What are you getting at? Way to keep them in their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can do. I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? He was on third floor, wasn't he? Yeah. Like, where else could he be? Here. He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What you say, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Considering what you have proposed, it's impossible, yes, that's it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Just gotta make sure that everything is still recording, yes? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or to be the killer. You got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true! Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? Just fly off like that. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here. I'll save up here. And also, I think this is it for this part. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna give you guys a high five.